Hello, Professor. It's really too bad to send you my final presentation instead of a webinar. So here's my final presentation. First of all, I would like to give you an overall idea about my unit. Every Chinese people knows the Three Kingdoms if they grew up in mainland China or Taiwan, of course. Even now, we still have influence from that period of time in terms of language, concept, and any philosophy, So here, I mark here when I decided to share this period of time. I would like to share latest cultural leadership philosophies of a ghetto planet. And the essential question I would like to bring up here, what caused the wars in the Three Kingdoms? I believe is strongly related to the geography, of course. And the second question, what are the legacies left after the Three Kingdom era? Because there are so many, the characters during that era. So far, everyone knows Guan Gong. He is a very famous figure, we will see celebrity from that era. Okay, so the Common Core standard is varied because we have so many lessons in this unit. And the main idea, or you can say the understanding, because the Three Kingdom era has been impacting the Chinese culture in so many aspects. And I hope when students they are in the ninth grade, they would like to have a expand their idea about this world, and maybe as as sharing the Chinese culture, I would like to bring in some idea about the Asia culture. Okay, so here I wrote down the 3 simple activities listed below. I would like to highlight these 3 activities as I submit my keystone assignment. First of all, the fluency activities, because that is my first trying reader's theater activity, and authentic literacy activity using UDL. I would like to say from this lesson, I think it's really very wonderful because it's giving me some idea about the differentiated instruction, catering to different students level. I can design or create a different activity or different part for length to finish collaboratively. And the hero or villain activity, I think it's really very important for students reading and writing through the point. So there are wonderful ideas from this unit. And because I learn more and more, and I also get the very fundamental idea about teaching in this course. So I would like to say from the beginning to the end, my idea about lesson plan becomes more and more engaging and more authentic. Okay, but actually I would like to share you the 3 lessons I learned the most. I would like to say because of different cultures, so you will realize maybe they don't really fix your expectation, but they don't. But in my view, they really give a lot of shock. First of all, is pre-reading the quiz word document. I remember I resubmit this maybe like 3 times or 4 times because I didn't really realize what is the essence, in this course. But after I tried, I realized, okay, yeah, you should design a word quiz that for students and help them more engaged in this activity. So as the professor mentioned, for questions, 2 of them are very, ridiculous, hilarious, but they are very engaging. So I think it's wonderful idea for me to think about in the future. Maybe I can also decide this kind of a question based on this idea. Okay, the second one, read aloud, higher the order's thinking. I would say in Taiwan, most professor or teacher, we didn't really provide the scaffolding, the graphic organizer for students. We use like think aloud, right? You can imagine that for some students, it's really very difficult for them to just imagine that, oh, okay, I should follow the steps. So I think the graphic organizer, they are really very helpful and handy. And the student, they can kind of reference your, or maybe, kind of a note. They can look back and forth to finish their final work. And writing and the differentiation, as I mentioned above, is really very helpful for me because I can think different. I can just take one part of the whole process of the lesson, no matter the content or in the middle of the processing, or maybe the final work. Students, they have choice, and they can learn. Depends on their level. So I think it's also good. But finally, I would like to say the lesson I felt the most challenging is the reader search, because I have to write a point, according to the reference. I'm not an English speaker, so I tried very hard to finish this part whole night, but I learned a lot. So anyway, I just want to say thank you, Professor, because you did a good job. I have to say, everyone needs encouragement, right? And I feel very glad to participate in your class. And every time when I will submit my lesson, I feel so terrible, and because I bother you again. But I know I'm a student, and I needed to learn. I needed to prove myself. So thank you very much.